Hello guys, welcome back to part 3 of our series. So this series is going to deal with, we're going to handle animation. So animation, you're going to start by adding a plane effector to the first letter J, and then name it as plane effector. We are not going to animate the actual text itself, but we are going to drive the animation using graph effectors. So we are going to add the plane effector and then add it to the letters. Then what you're going to do is go to fall off and change it to linear fall off. So this is what happens. So once you change it to linear fall off, you can now animate the position of the fall off from left to right, from right to left. So this one is going to be set keyframe at 0, then move it to 10, and then all the way until the letter comes back. Yeah, so something like that. So what you're going to do, you're going to the plane effector itself, and under parameters, you're going to adjust the Z. You want it to come way out of the screen and then back. So you're going to move it way out so it goes like that. And then rotation, we are going to do, which one should we go with? So rotation, we are going to do RH. Yeah, RH. So we're going to have 180. I think we should have like maybe a negative. Yeah, I think a negative 180. We're going to have a negative 180 there, and then something like that. So same thing you do to these other ones. So you'll just have that. Then you need to bring it close to that, and then you add it on the text letter, drag and drop it in there, adjust the keyframes until all the letters are revealed. You need to repeat the same process for all the texts, and then I'm going to fast forward. When I'm done with the text, then I show you on how to do them on the other elements. Okay, so we've done the same to all the text. So let's now show you how to add it on. So you need to add fracture. So put the BG inside as a child of the fracture. So what fractures allow you to do is to use graph effectors to drive your animation. So anything put inside the fracture, you can use graph effectors to drive whatever is in there, the animation of whatever is in that group. So this is how we are going to do it. So we've put fracture and renamed it, duplicated one of the planers and rename it as down BG. So now when you select the fracture, it gives you an option of including a graph effector. In this case, we're using the plane effector. So now if you look at it, see now the background is also animated, but we are not touching its animation. We can move it anywhere we want, but the animation still remains the same. So that's another benefit of actually animating using the graph effectors. So we are going to animate the 0 again by adding a fracture, move it close to 0, rename it before renaming it, adjusting it to where 0 is. And then renaming it to 0, and then putting 0 inside as a child. So with it selected, it allows you there now you can be able to add effectors to animate whatever is in there as a child. So select the 0, then add an effector there. And then now you can adjust keyframes to have your animation. So see now, after you can adjust it to time it when town comes, like that. Don't forget to save, man. So yeah, so we go to the main speaker. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing for the note, the music note. So we're going to add a fracture object. Graph fracture. Call it main speaker. And then put the speaker inside it, all the elements of the speaker. And then now you can actually duplicate one of these plane effectors and use them to drive animation of the speaker elements. So I'm going to just rename this plane effector to main, and then select the fracture and then drag and drop that effector. Already you see, just one drag and drop, already you have the animation. Just need to adjust the keyframes to have it. So if you select that and you go to, you can adjust that and update the key. Yeah, so you have something like that. But there are two things we've not animated. The main speaker has been animated, but you want, when the main speaker hits the screen, the note follows, and then the rest of the text also follows. So that's what you're going to do next. So then we need to change the rotation of the main speaker under parameters, so you'll have something different from the rest. Yeah, something like that. And then we go to notes. So we are going to go to music note. Thinking of just duplicating and then renaming this, put that inside there, and then rename it to music note. I'm gonna just name it as note. Yeah, so this is a note. We're going to duplicate the main, yeah, and then use it, drive the animation of the note. Just want to be sure that I'm dragging the correct plane effector. So this one controls that, and then this should be controlled by that. Yes. So we need to adjust its plane. So we call this one note, so that we know what drives what. Yeah. So we have that. It's quite fast right now, but when we change a few things, you'll see the difference. Yeah, so we have that. So another thing we need to adjust is which one comes first. So we'll go to timeline dope sheet. So here is where you get everything, but for now you see all our linear fields are just named linear fields. You don't know which one drives what. So we need to go to our linear fields and also name them according to whatever they are driving. So we are going to change it to AM. Town, we are going to change it to main. and then you're going to change this one to not, and then you're going to change more in here. You're going to change this one to 0. Just renaming so that when you go to the timeline dope sheet, you know what are you adjusting, what are you moving forward in the timeline, what are you taking back in the timeline. So this one is going to be BG speaker, BG of the town. Yes, so if you go back to the dope, now you have everything, but you know that what should start is, so everything moves away, and then you know the main should start. I'm trying to move it down. Okay, so this one, no, it can't. I don't think it can be moved down the hierarchy. So this one should be the first one. So it comes first. Yeah, so it comes first. So, but I need it to come even more faster. So like there, so it comes first. And then the note next. Oh, is it not moving? Just, oh yeah, moving it out a little, and then select that last key only, and then move it. So you have the main speaker, note, J, town. Yes. Save, close. So now the next part is we want to add delay. So this delay is what will smoothen our animations. But you're going to start with the first one is the main speaker. So on the parameters of the delay, we go to effectors, then increase the strength. So we have, yeah, so now the speaker is the first to animate, but it comes after the note. So you see what delay does there. Delays it, a strength of 80, so you have it doing that. So you're just going to add delay to all of them. So delay, move it close to what it affects, and then adjust it to, because the other one was 80, maybe move this one also to 80. Yeah, you see, something like that. Maybe move it further. Yeah, see, now it's smooth transition, like a easy in, ease in. Yes, so you need to adjust that. That's okay. So we need to go again and add it to the J. That's the next one. Move it close to what it affects. With this one, we just rename it to J, and then adjust that. Yeah, so you have something like that. Yeah, that's okay. The timing is okay. Then move that again to, this one is AM, and AM, adjust the delay. This is how it looks. Yeah, so the only thing that now is moving faster is town. So we need to change that town. So we need to change the town. So we go to town and then add an effector, delay, and then move it close to what it affects. So just rename it to town, so that when you'll be adjusting, you know which one you're adjusting and which one does it affect. So yeah, so we need to add, to increase how it affects. Yeah, something like that. And then we go to, we don't need this, no, we don't need to touch those. I think we just remove the scale, because we're not using any scale. So I think now we're going to remove scale for all those other delay. So we have it just affecting position and rotation, because those are the only parameters we've adjusted on the on the plane effector. So we go to town. That one is sorted. You can just increase it a little to make it more smoother. So yeah, something like that. And then we need to go to the 0 plane effector, delay, and then bring it close to what it affects, and then maybe rename it to 0 so that you know. So you know that this 0, if I change it, it will only affect the 0. So then that one, yeah, something like that. But we don't add it on the BG. So you're going to add it also on the BG, town BG. So add delay factor. Yeah. So but then we need to change. It's quite okay. But we need to change how it rotates. We want it to rotate along the height instead of, yeah. So but then first let's see if we had a camera there. So camera zooms out and then the letters are also revealed. So like so, set key, zoom out, yeah, something like that. So you can just move this close so that it happens more faster. Even adjust, because we can't see, now we can't see how the main is animating. Update. Now we need to do it more. We need to adjust it some more. Move it out. Update key. Yeah, something like that. But then the BG, the town BG is rotating along the width. We need to rotate along the height. So we'll change that to, actually just say 180, and then you have that. Can't really see the change though. Can't really see the change. Oh, wrong effector. So you need to go to effector, town BG, then change that to 180, and then ta-da, like that. Yeah, now that is the animation now. I think that's it for this series. If you have any question, comments, something that I did that you didn't understand and you'd want me to clarify, just leave a comment. I'll make sure I read everything. So this is how the render looks. If you want to know more about Arnold renderer, you can just leave me a comment. I'll be happy to help. Thank you for watching. Please share, subscribe. If you leave a like, I wouldn't mind.